aggro.
You think he's going to go Maelstrom on this sniper?
I
think you kind of have to, because you don't have anyone else to take Ancient Stacks. And you need to build it up on the Shadow Demon.
I'm just thinking if he goes Diffusal. That's the only thing. I don't think you can go Maelstrom plus Diffusal.
Hara.
I see a freebie. Hara is in a world of pain. Now, truly, it's just a question of who gets first blood. And it's going to be gone as well. It does waste some mana. So 115 mana down the drain unnecessarily.
Nah, just stick near the Deucer. She's got the Bassi ring. It'll all be all good. Or like Sayohara.
Shut the hell up. My God.
Never. Well, that's
Not
a good way
today.
to start this game off your if you're Holy Grail. They can't be affording to give that one up. I mean, there really wasn't any reason for him to walk to the left-hand side there, right? Like, he had no information about whether the high ground was warded. I didn't see him do, like, the little tower trick to make sure if they had vision at that time. And then he just walks to the left-hand side instead of going the safer route of the right. A little bit odd for him.
Who actually wins this game? Because I keep having the issue where I see Radiant ball up and walk high ground, but then there's a sniper.
And then there's a
I don't
sniper.
know how they deal with the sniper issue.
Well, maybe getting first blood onto the opposing mid laner is how you deal with a sniper. You know, give Garn a much easier lane to be able to start things off. I think he's already got bottle, yeah. So suddenly not going to get harassed out quite so much in this lane. I think we might even just see a Thompson build come out here from Butterfly Effect. You know, get many, many Wraith Bands for this lane and bully away this low armor Void Spirit.
Yeah, I like that Garn has a Wraith Band queued up of his own. I think it'll just be the one, but there's a lot of value out of it with all the right click that you're going to be taking from the sniper. So we will see how that is going to come into play. Meanwhile, our side lane, I mean, bottom, you've got the Clockwork paired with the Deucer, which is a combo we've seen through a lot of iterations of Dota. And you have an Oracle in the off lane. What do we make of this, though? Is it just solely they wanted the melee with the range down bottom? Is that why we see SJ played up here? Is there another reason we see the Oracle with Dome?
No, I'd say that's pretty much it, right? Like, I think this is going to be... You're not exactly giving a ton of value over to the Deucer as well, right? Like, a lot of the part of having this Oracle in one of the side lanes is that, you know, if your core gets jumped on at level 4 onwards, you're going to be able to Fate's Edict them, hit him with a Purifying Flames. You really don't provide any utility to a Medusa because of that, because, you know, all of her HP is mana to be able to start things off. So, you know, there's the melee thing, but there's also that factor.
Man, if Garn was on the mark with that Remnant, he may have solo killed Butterfly Effect. This lane is getting very spicy between the two. Bottom lane as well. Hara should go down. Nice charge from Marblu. Really good charge. And a bash
Nice
as well,
bash.
because why not? That's even better from Marblu. Calculated without a doubt.
You see that from
DQQ.
DQQ? He used the power cogs for the magic barrier just to be able to protect himself from Hara's, you know, exploding the shadow poison.
Do you reckon he meant that, or to push the Spirit Breaker away?
No, he meant it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's so crap.
No, he meant it.
All right.
I know
we'll
you're a terrible support player, but come on.
Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt because it would make him look incredibly smart. And so you got the benefit of both. What a baller.
He doesn't have the same benefit though.
Well,
maybe some of those. All right, that was meant to keep the Spirit Breaker back.
Nah, dude, what? That was definitely for the magic resistance.
It's a magic barrier,
dude.
actually.
Same.
Uh-huh.
Magic, yeah, same. Top lane. This is seeming to be a lot of spam that is not something you really like from the Slark in the lane. You really just want to have as minimal amount of resources as possible until you get level 6. And with the constant axes and along with probably the second point of Purifying Flames, he may go down in this lane.
Has to be very careful here. Hara actually TP's up towards the top side. Maybe they're looking at... what? You see that?
Double tree? I don't know.
Double tree that instantly gets wild axed away.
Can they get the kill onto Dome? He's going to try and get... Oh my lord, Ukyo, 16 health, and now SJ. He's got a Fairy Fire to work with, though. They hit the poison stacks. It's only level 1, unfortunately, for Haru, but it will not matter. Great rotation out of him, but it means that Marblu is stuck on his lonesome, a poor island with no friends to play with, and well, at least he's going to have some people in their grave to reminisce of life and Dota with, but at least not his teammates.
Yeah, to contend with that magic barrier as well. You know, it's a very important part of the new cogs.
What are you trying to do right now?
Nothing. Just commentating the game.
Trying to make me look like a fool?
Yeah. I don't need to help you with that. It's fine. Uh-oh. SJ. Ooh, can't get chased down. He's almost level 3 as well. I really wanted to see him. Okay, he was close enough to be able to get that second point there. Doesn't put a point into the Fate's Edict. I was thinking maybe he uses that to be able to save himself from a lot of this damage. He's up to 4 stacks.
Is that enough?
If he did it sooner, he would have died.
Yeah. Why do Shadow Demons always... Was he calculating? Because I see this often. I see this so often where they will wait for it to expire or do it super late. What's his regen? He's got a Tango now. What's that? It was probably 3. He was under tower, extra little bit. He may have died.
He would have died. He was on like 18 health after it popped. So there is sometimes there's just no reason. Misplay. Which is a little unfortunate. I mean, you're giving up the first blood, really solid rotation up towards the top side.
Yeah.
But that one would have enabled him to get his 3rd kill of the game.
I think he's playing exceptional. I like this movement as well mid. There's a lot of kill threat onto Garn. Banishment's going to be able to set up for the Shrapnel. Butterfly Effect, ready to go with the damage. Resonant Pulse Block is going to be enough to keep Garn alive. Now with both supports, but Butterfly Effect doesn't give a damn. Look at him stand strong, activates the take aim, just shreds away the life, and even Marblu comes out of nowhere. A charge from the bottom side of the map where they had no vision of the Spirit Breaker coming under the shadow of the nighttime. Means that he's able to get rewarded with a kill. He will get his TB cancelled though, which is a bit unfortunate.
It's a lot unfortunate. A little bit confused there. I know he had the take aim active on Butterfly Effect, but not even going for the cogs to attempt to push them back, maybe play around the fog of war for that next little bit. So, I mean, I feel like they're really just going to look to try and babysit Garn as much as possible, at least until he hits up onto that level 6, because Butterfly Effect is having a pretty solid start to this game. Side lanes, though, very, very different story. You know, Dom, he is equal to the Slug's net worth, and this is a complete wash. Summer is way ahead on this Medusa at this point. He's even able to just, again, do classic Medusa things, shove the lane out, come back, build up a couple of stacks for himself, farm it up, increase his net worth even further.
What a life. We thought mid laners had it easy with that small camp next to the tower a long time ago. Now you have this. I mean, I will say you do have a twin gate where people can come through the rift, but if you can get away from that stage of the lane, Summer's balling. Like you said, it's going to be a great timing out of his items, and they are continuing to look to put pressure top as well. Dom about to have level 6, and a little bit away from the Helm Dom, but they're going to continue to play with Ukyo as well. A lot of pressure put onto Dome. Haru's got the banishment to allow them to catch up. Clockwork's going to start to tip in, but I think it'll be a little too late. Up to 4 poison sacks. That's a good cogs, but is it good enough to keep him alive? The body blocks stop the pounce potential. But again, the stacks are there from Haru. This man is everywhere, having an exceptional game to start on the Shadow Demon.
Is indeed. That charge not going to be fully committed up towards the top side. I mean, the small things as well from Summer. I just want to highlight him actually mid lane. Would be fine. The small things about Summer's gameplay I really want to highlight, because mostly... Sorry, another death. They just don't stop. At least it's more exciting this game, right?
Whoa, what were you trying to say about last game?
Yeah, exactly what you were saying.
DQQ? He's doing so much damage already in Butterfly Effect.
All right, finally, no one's dying. Bottom lane, Summer, no magic wand. Most of the time, like, this is an absolute standard build-up that you're looking to go into, but, you know, the Shadow Demon was there to be able to start things off, but he really wasn't under too much threat on this Medusa. So he's like, you know what? I just need to make sure that I'm maximizing my damage, my farming speed. He was lucky enough to get the Spark of Courage as well. And Spirit Breaker's not making a ton of charges happen in the lane, so you're never really going to get value out of that Magic Wand, and it just meant that he's gotten into a really quick Yasha.
What would we like to see the itemization be for Ukyo this game on the Slark?
I think the Echo Saber's fine. I'm just like, when do you go into the Diffusal? I honestly feel like you need to go straight. Why? What's up?
No, do you go Diffusal?
I think you do. I think you, like, or are you saying that you think Butterfly Effect with the range of the take aim is going to be enough to deal with the Medusa?
Oh, I'm just asking questions, brother.
I think you could still go for it because, you know, even if you're just able to lock in onto Dome, like you take out all of his mana, you don't really have supports that like building into Arcane Boots, and even just the... Sorry, I'm watching Marblu on this bottom side.
Nice. Very nicely done from SJ. Fortune's End was able to catch up. They will also meet Dome at the triangle. In a way to be able to slow him down. Garn could turn around with a double damage rune. Look at the damage with his ultimate. Jumps from one support to the other, but he needs to finish his meals. Maybe that's where Summer's able to come into play. A Snake will get one. Stone Gaze now activated as well. But they will have some difficulty with catching up to Ukyo. So even though the Void Spirit dealt so much damage inside that fight, unfortunately, truly wasn't rewarded for his involvement.
He's getting crushed in this lane as well. 1,000 behind at this point. There just really isn't anything that you can do against this sniper in the laning stage. It's just going to get worse, you know, when he's able to actually stand and man fight a lot more reliably with that that Mask of Madness coming through. So I still think you can go this this Diffusal Blade. I want to see him focus onto the Beastmaster a little bit more, though, right? Because he's wanting to be able to cast out these consistent wild axes to be able to even just get a little bit of that tickle damage coming in onto the sniper, or to be able to avoid the Primal Roar coming through for the setup that they might need.
BQQ. I actually be able to get the return kill with Hire showing up. Garn's going to put himself in the middle of the two to buy some time for the clockwork, and these 3 stacks are not enough. It was a good attempt. Hire was almost there. Well, he was there to keep the Spirit Breaker alive with that first attempt, and almost was able to get the clockwork kill as well. But what a much-needed involvement from Garn. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the reward for it. It's actually going to go to SJ. So... Now, before we talking about the Slark, what are we laughing at? What's going on,
they sent the Kobold over to Garn just to give him a little bit of extra net worth. The prospecting aura.
Who does Garn play with this game as well? Because you don't have a lot of damage out of your supports. Is SJ like a full Oracle? I mean, does he even play like that? Even though he was top lane, do you just take the position 5 role now, or do you like? Who do we want to see Garn play with? Let's start with that.
Oh, I just don't think he has anywhere near the amount of net worth to be able to play with anyone else. You know, Void Spirit isn't one of these heroes. Look at him. Look at him. He's just getting peeped from the other side of the river. Like, you need items to be able to do something about this game. And right now, he's basically got nothing. He's got a Wraith Band to be able to play around with. So I know that you're playing with a Medusa, and the Medusa is the one that's going to be picking up the lion's share of the farm. But you got to do something to be able to enable him.
Poison whoa. Whoa. Right.
Wow. Heavy commitment.
And it is.
Oh, Clockwork. Not going to get that blade mail anytime soon.
It's a pipe dream now for him. Maybe his Cog's magic resistance should be higher.
Get it right.
So Luca leaving top should mean that Dome's going to have a free time to be able to take the tower. So at least the Beastmaster's continuing to pick up his farm. And if they can get the Helm of the Overlord at a decent timing, might be able to help out with some of these early objectives and team fights that we have going on. But this game looking quite good for iG.Vitality. Not only do you have your cores that are keeping up in farm, Marblu's having a bit more of a difficult time, but really Hari's net worth is a big thing as well. Like, he's going to provide you a lot of value this game with the Shadows in. We've already spoken about the Dusa. Purge is great versus the Void Spirit. With the getting rid of the Resonant Pulse, Banishment save versus the Beastmaster as well is super nice. What would we like out of Haro, second item? Did you need to consider a 4-star because of the clockwork?
It's always just going to be a good item, right? Not just for the clockwork, but just being able to, you know, say for like Remnant setups as top lane, poor Marblu, he should still die here, you'd think.
Should still die?
No way.
No, he'll get a return kill instead because Haro.
Man's on point.
I can't say his name anymore. My guy, you got to stop doing this. You are having such an incredible early game. A big reason why they have this 2,000 net worth lead is just he helped out top so drastically with those rotations through the rift. He's now being able to recover Marblu's game because whenever he gets dived, you know that Haro is always going to be there.
He's got that response potential. He's nearly gotten, well, off the very early laning stage, he nearly had 3 kills. He's built up stacks for his team. He's saved his teammates. Like, he's topping all the support net worths. There really isn't too much more that you could ask from him. But yeah, I'd say the 4 stuff is pretty much the best item, right? Okay. Both to get away from the clockwork as well as just stay at range. Like, you just want to be playing around the take aim on the sniper pretty much. You know, it's only a 14-second cooldown, not the longest time. And he's gone into the headshot damage at level 10. Makes a lot of sense though, right? You often feel pretty gimped by just being in that slow-moving take aim duration if it's too much longer. So you just want to get more value out of the headshots constantly.
Do you like Marblu going Octarine instead of Shadowblade first? And the reason why I say that was because I feel like there is a huge timing over the next 5 minutes now with Slark having Echo Saber Diffusal Blade.
I mean, how close is he?
On the Spirit Break?
He's not that close, is he?
Octarine, no.
No, I was thinking like if he went Vanguard Shadowblade, I wouldn't have hated it. I think you got to start that movement. And they actually were about to use Aurora onto Ponyo here, but Bookshot might be good enough.
Management there from Haro to try and keep Ponyo alive. But Marblu as well to disrupt DQQ. And again, we're speaking about the lack of damage from iG.Vitality. Looks like Radiant, they're the ones who are having that issue at the moment. That is indeed. So 50 seconds without the clock, and they still get the tower as well.
Beep, 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 beep. So annoying, this freaking sniper. And I believe, how close is he to being able to get that full Hurricane Pike? You'd have to be pretty damn close.
Is this... Do you go stats?
On who?
On Sniper. Let's see. I think he's got a skill point still to go.
Yeah, no, he put 1 point in stats. I'm not sure if I'm the greatest fan of the Assassinate being leveled up to level 2. I think it's going to be value just to put 1 point into it, just for another way to be able to cancel out TPs away, for example. But I think 2 points is perhaps getting a little bit greedy. You know, I think more points into the attributes. I've seen people go 0 points in the Assassinate, just be this full-on right-clicker. But I suppose they don't really feel like they have any issues with, like, keeping people shoved away from lanes. I mean, I wouldn't hate 1 point shrapnel as well, just to be able to give that...
This is a tricky kill. They're going to have to pounce as well to hold him down for a long enough duration. Ooh. Oh, SJ. Just there, the nick of timing.
Has he just fed another kill through?
Yeah, he's just fed himself, it looks like. Did he give enough health back over? He didn't. So, all right, you said it. He just fed another kill over. It was super close to keep him alive. Meanwhile, mid lane, they do get Ponyo, but now DQQ as well is in some danger. Dom's going to be nearby to potentially provide some assistance, which is not even required.
Butterfly effect is just getting way too much out of this game, man. It's nearly level 13 now, almost into the Dragonlance. Did not luck out with getting a Grove Bow, though, for himself. Just going the Vambrace instead. So that would have been the absolute ideal situation. Just always be able to stay at that full range, be able to combat against the Medusa. Not going to be the case for right now.
This is a super scary next 2 minutes. You got Scepter now on Ukio, but he's just going to hunt. That's it. That's the name of the game. Play inside Radiant's territory. Look to be an issue. Maybe you don't get kills, but you do this. You force 4 people to group up around this lane. It means that Garn's still struggling to keep up in farm. It means that Dom potentially might not hit his next item timing at a time that he wants. So I want to see them keep going on iG.Vitality. You're about to have Octarine. You've got Octarine now. It's go time. You've got great wards to play with.
Poor Gun. Like, he's having enough time with the sniper stealing away his farm, and now you've got Beastmaster just taking a few creeps right in front of your face. He is like 10 gold away from an Echo Saber. He's like, just let me scale a little bit, my guy.
SJ?
They just want any free pick that they can get.
They are all swarming to this location. Yeah, they get the free kill, but they might not win the team fight. Although it looks like it's going to be the retreat. Marblu will go out to the left with a charge up in a couple of seconds.
What? He stopped?
Whoa, okay. Well, I thought he was out. It was charity. He saw how much Gon got bodied in the mid lane. He's like, brother, charity work. Don't mind me. I'm just looking to help you out a little bit.
He didn't get any of the kills though on Gon, unfortunately, so didn't really help him out to the fullest extent. Still looking to scale into that Manta style. I mean, there's not really any other option here for Gon unless... I mean, maybe I could see this as the game where, like, you're not going to be that late game damage dealer. Yes, you can still blow people up. I kind of want to see the Ags come through from him, just against a Pugner, against the Shadow Demon. Hell, even just against a Slark, right? If you're able to prevent him from getting off that Shadow Dance, it could be so key to, you know, winning these team fights off the back of, like, a follow-up to the Roar.
So what was the item you said?
I said Ags on Gun. Lots of value against these supports. I know it's not really the favored build these days, but I feel like it's a pretty damn good game for it.
Oh, that's a nice Remnant and DQQ simultaneously. That's a big pick off on Tahara. Now they got the Roar as well with the Spirit Breaker in some danger, but the Decrypt's going to buy him some valuable seconds. Now Ukyo showed up to the fight as well. Will force out a False Promise onto SJ, and now with Butterfly Effect here, look at the sniper just stand his ground, peeping away. But the Stone Gaze proving to be a bit of an issue for the moment. They can use that time to back up to their territory, look to address the Spirit Breaker issue. There's Marblu getting killed back up thanks to Purifying Flames. They need to kill him and they won't be able to. Now he's going to be a thorn in their side for the remainder of this fight as Marblu, he's still got some spells to cast, charge through the middle. They're even going to try and buy back on the Oracle, but that will do nothing as DQQ is still chased down and Summer will limp away. But iG.Vitality continuing to build up the momentum.
I mean, I'm sure they're just pinging out on their team right now. Slark stealing 81 agility in this fight. Like, he is just able to stay on those front lines. He's got the Mage Slayer as well, so you're really not all that concerned about that damage coming back the other way. And yeah, he is being that big menace that we were predicting, right? Level 17 now. He's just topping the charts in terms of farm, in terms of levels, in terms of game impact, it feels.
And that fight started so well as well. A great Remnant, hookshot in, but just you deal with one of the defensive supports, the other one's there to keep Marblu alive. And now you just see like the sniper showing up. What are you going to do against him? You can retreat away, but it means Ukyo then is freely right-clicking, stacking up the essence like you said.
Finally, Gon gets a kill. It's like, yes, I did it, boys. Gonna start to scale.
That was a daytime fight too. Oh no. It's never a good sign. Never a good sign when a Slark's able to win that convincingly. When he doesn't have the nighttime advantage. It's a Mage Slayer now completed. Or Mr. Ukyo.
Really does start to go back to, like, can Summer do it? Essentially solo. Like, you've got Dom. Look at what he's going for. So no scaling into like an Aghanim Scepter for himself. He just wants to make sure that they get that pick off. You know, any sort of raw target. You would have to assume that it's going to be the sniper and then it's going to be on DQQ to be able to find the Shadow Demon and make sure the hookshot gets in onto him just so that there's no disruption response.
Is that realistic? I don't know, man. Where are they going to have damage? Yeah, okay. If they roll the sniper and you get on one of the supports, the other one will save. If you jump both supports and the sniper at the same time, it means your damage is going to be mixed. We could see it now. You're going to start with Ponyo.
Not the greatest
Force
cogs.
gets him out of the cogs. And Butterfly Effect Well, there we go. Roar out, instant banishment. Garn's got a swarm. Summer as well with a stone gaze and butterfly effect. Depth Shroud's going to be laid down. He runs out of the AoE though, so they get a glimpse of him for a second and blow him up. Very well done. Holy Grail. All right, that's some big kills.
And you doubted me. And you doubted me. I mean, it's not exactly the conventional way to be able to go about things, right? With the Blink Dagger, obviously, desperate times call for desperate measures. This sniper was getting way too far out of control, and they end up getting that 5 times kill streak as well over to him. So effectively, I mean, paying for about a quarter of the cost immediately of that Blink Dagger.
Reaction to that, all it requires is 3 letters. Pog.
EOG. Plenty of goodness.
Greatness.
Sure.
Goodness is shit word.
All right, calm down. Word police.
Word police. What a good word Pog is, though.
I'm pogging.
I wish I could use...
You don't say
Twitch
you wish you could use it in real life. No.
Ah, come on, dude. They're so good.
No, now you're the cringe one, all right? Don't you start.
They're so good.
That was pretty bat chest.
I don't think that's how you would use it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, when we see some hype plays. Oh, hang on, what's Marblue doing? When we see Samael at Bali, you and I will be, holy shit, I'm bat chesting.
I'm not bat chesting.
Samael, bat chesting.
Nah.
There's some good ones. When you don't even get me started. Pug,
I won't.
Pug. Come on. I know you want to.
I'm more of a
just let
Kappa
it
guy
out.
myself.
See, the cause for a moment for every emote. That is the beautiful thing. You just
They
gotta,
have they have Butterfly coming out now, though, on summer. No, I will talk about the game. I will talk about this game of Dota.
That's a good target. Force up fused early on means that DQQ is going to be enabled here with a hook shot. And they'll get the sniper as well. You could not have asked for a better way to start. Let's just line them up on the board one by one, because they'll get the Shadow Demon as well. As Dom catches up to Hara. Now they can go through the rift. They might actually be lacking damage for Roche. Let's see if they're going to consider it though. But what a fight for Holy Grail. Back to back now for them. You could even assassinate Marblue on the backstab. That would not be the case. Someone would deal with the wave and join with the boys.
They're not lacking in damage at all. I mean, they've got the Ancient Thunderhide to be able to play with. They've got the Beastmaster Aura, and they've got the Medusa joining in onto them now. So really, no response even, with that fight going so convincingly for them. Just launching the Hawk out, wanting to be absolutely certain, maybe seeing if they can even pick off someone that's looking to farm in the general vicinity. But, well, how quickly the game turns. Even with that pretty...
Oh my god. I think if he doesn't... I wonder if he starts with his Remnant if he gets the kill. I don't know if he could have used it from the trees or not. Very close though, gone nonetheless. Very close. No, I wasn't actually. Because he didn't get the kill, mate. Come on.
You were prematurely
better.
pogging.
Yes. Yes, I was indeed. Oh,
it's a frequent issue for you.
on Ukyo. Can they fight? They also scout out Garn connecting with the boys.
No.
There we go. Jump over the top. This is a good fight now. Potentially into Aegis. Let's see. Do they want to go for it? You got 5 man. You got DD on Slark.
And they're getting the hell out is what they got.
Yeah, they're out. Because they want nothing to do with that potential engagement. Skadi now completed for Ukyo 2.
Run to the portal, get him out on the side of the map. Even poor Clockwork, like he's thinking, will I have enough time to get there? Oh.
Stone has to be used, but yeah, back to top. Blue was able to catch up to the Clockwork. Hara and Ponder in combination. He's got a hook shot. It's difficult to find an angle. Meanwhile, Butterfly Effect is also trying to hunt down SJ. Use false promise on himself. TP's up in a couple of seconds. Does he get... It looks like he knows about this spot. No way. Okay, got away anyway.
Not enough crits.
How did he know?
Not many other places that you can go in this general area, I would say. And up against a... I mean, he still doesn't have any points in the shrapnel. I really want to see 1 point in it. I think it just gives you so much value in terms of, like, just vision on its own.
It's just a right-click build. Come on. Well, I guess he has Assassinate, so...
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tormentor?
The fermented wisdom runes are there on the iG.Vitality side.
Yummy. Another good Aghanim Shard, where we haven't seen Dire take theirs just yet. Who would they like? Hara's is pretty nice. The cleanse doesn't give you that much. Still the health. It's still... I mean, 600 healing max out. It's just so dumb anyway.
Sorry, I'm just looking as well at, like, what Garn's build is going to be. They're actually making a bit of a response here as the Slark wraps around behind, getting a bit of vision onto him. They actually get the Fortune's End, but should be able to get away in time. You need some sort of way to be able to break out of this, like, Spirit Breaker charge, Slark Pounce combination. I mean, is it a BKB? Probably not, but I mean, he needs something, like a full Kai Assange maybe might provide him just that little bit of status resist that he needs to be able to survive along with all his stats. I'm not sure if Lincoln's necessarily is the one, because I mean, what are you really casting onto him outside of the Spirit Breaker charge, you know?
Purge.
Onto
Honestly.
him? Nah.
Yeah.
I
Purge
guess.
has a lot of value on a Void.
Sure, but you could still Astral Step away.
You can, but you're still slowed afterwards, and it's every Astral Step usage is super vital to this hero. Like I'm a really big proponent of Silver's Edge just because the mobility it gives you, especially now with Dissimulate being a level 20. Ukyo?
Oh, they were so close being able to get that pick off there. Really timing out the use of the Dark Pact as well, making sure they're able to get that roar at the perfect time. And even against this Aegis, just a minute left on it. Nearly finished up into the MKB as well for the Medusa, so they certainly won't be lacking in damage output off the back of this. And
nice
that's
hook.
an Ags.
And a 4-star push back as well, but it means that Hara's still nearby. Banishment's going to come out. Can they protect him afterwards on the respawn? Absolutely not. And now they're going to catch Marblu as well. Charge up in a couple of seconds. Can he escape anyway to cancel it? It will not be. So very aggressive positioning for the sniper without having the Aegis. Just a little bit too far forward. Was thinking the boys maybe we're going to keep him alive, and not to be.
Probably wasn't expecting that Aghanim Scepter Clockwork to be coming into him, just giving you all of the vision that you could possibly hope for with that trio of rocket flares coming through. And the big
How does
thing
he
that I
have
was
that? He brought back. We got to keep in mind
Philosopher's
too.
Stone
Radiant's top tower is under
solves all issues. The
good
real
item.
thing that I'm looking for is Garn just getting into that level 20, because I feel like if you get to that point, then you really actually don't care about getting the Demonic Purge in onto you, right? It's just going to give you that basically double range of the Dissimulate to be able to get away.
Is that? Do you go for that anymore?
I
don't know, man. I think you
in
do.
this game you do. I think in this game you do. Because, like, you've got so much stuff that's going to be focusing onto you, and all of your draft is just making sure that Summer's able to survive and you're able to get, like, a good Blink Primal Raw target. So if you're able to take a lot of attention away and just create the havoc, it's kind of like stuff that you do to be able to set up for, like, a Blink Black Hole to be able to come through. I think that's the way that Void Spirit needs to play. A little bit more on the disruption side and a little bit less on, like, the damage side.
I know this hero got nerfed overall, like in regards to stats, and a little bit of his like abilities were tweaked. I like seeing that 20 talent now again, like seems like a huge nerf. It's just your other 15 talents are pretty poopy. You really don't want them. Like the Simulate just felt great. And with the build that we see now, like you need that actual step charge. So the fact you have to actually, because before it was a no-brainer. Like you go out at Simulate at 15, you go the actual step at 20. Like it's just a no-brainer. Now it's like they're both really good.
Yep, that's what I like.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be an easy pick at every step of the way. And like, I mean, I love the fact that Garner's got the Ag Scepter queued up. Hopefully he keeps it that way, because I really feel like his job this game, you know, you mentioned it before, like if they make this Blink jump with the hook shot onto like 2 targets, then you're always going to have the third to be able to make the save. Well, not if you've got the Aghanim Scepter, right? All you need is that little bit of a silence coming through onto the 2 supports, which are probably going to be playing in the same general area, right? So it means that you can actually commit so heavily onto whichever target it is that you feel like you need to find out first.
Well, they have the damage though.
Yes,
is the big thing. Okay, so another. I mean, we of course saw it in the last game. I really like the choice once again for Dusa to go Hex. I think I was wanting him to go Blink as well, and I mean he definitely will now with the Hex picked up. So I mean, is this like I thought Blink was a must for Dusa this game. You just have to go that item versus Sniper. There's just no other way to play this matchup. But is Hex a bit too far?
I think you could go the Blink before the Hex, and I would be very happy with it. You know, the Swift Blink, just because you're going to be able to have a very reliable build-up. Like, you can still hold on to the power treads at this time, but I feel like it's going to be just such a long time with, like, no item after you get into the Hex, where you're still, like, spending a lot of gold, but you're not actually getting any benefit from it, you know? And I feel like you've got decent enough responses to the Slark making the jump in onto you. You know, he's got the Depth Shroud, sure, but you've still got some AoE damage coming through. You've still got the save. You've still got like 4 staff to be able to save yourself as well. So it's really just about kiting out the Slark until he uses a bunch of those cooldowns and puts himself into a vulnerable position where you can just blow him up 100-0.
He's going Butterfly as well on Slark, which is interesting. I mean, he sees the MKB picked up. I think there will be a lot of value with him playing considering a refresher shard at some stage this game. Just with I'm just a little bit surprised, honestly, with the issue that Butterfly Effect is having with keeping up your farm. I don't know if this is because of the no points in Shrapnel or no Maelstrom as well, but like they will get to a stage, your Sniper is going to be a ridiculous amount of damage, and I think Refresher just... we've spoken a lot about how the supports on iG.Vitality are like vital to disrupt the initiation, because if you jump from the clock or the beast, you can waste that jump in. So I think that's where the Refresher can come into play, because you get multiple rounds of it. So I do wonder when that is going to be a consideration for Ukyo.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you always want to make sure that, like, you are the scouter for your team. Like, the Sniper is still your main damage dealer, despite what we're seeing in terms of, like, net worth levels across the board. So I think he just needs to try and double down into that, because if you're creating a lot of havoc, it really does open up space for that Sniper to be able to make plays.
How much money would you need for you? How much money would you have to be given for you to type Shift Enter and type reason ?
$2?
No way. $2?
Actually, no. Inflation. $3.50. About 350.
Shift Enter reason, and it would pop up for everyone.
Oh no, I didn't say it would be in game.
What?
I could just do it on a Word document.
No, but that's not.
That's not what you said. You got to be clever with me.
Oh,
okay?
come on, man! You got to
cover all avenues.
You're being silly. That's
you're being
what
silly,
I meant.
asking me stupid fucking questions.
Like, Marbleu?
Marbleu was not caught by the dust. SJ. What?
Yeah. So what?
Well,
at the Grand?
No, we're not going to keep talking about this.
Because like that could be like you might not get hired again. So you might need to like.
I'm going to need more than $1,000 if I'm never going to get hired again.
Butterfly effect.
Pick off.
And they're very split from the Sniper. Get out of the cogs, but is it truly going to matter? Poor Dragon stuck on the higher ground, which no way he lives, and he stunners. Dom's at nick of time. Great use of this Aghanim Scepter from DQQ. The spam of the Rocket Flare, giving them vision. Saw him teeping out in the tree lane. And Dom, there was nothing to fear. He was always there to cancel the TP.
leaning towards a DQQ MVP if they end up winning this game. He's doing a pretty good job on this clockwork, being able to find those quick pickoffs. And I mean, the big thing that, oh, another pickoff? No. Even DQQ God is not able to do it, although hookshot up in 2. Summer in that fight did 600 damage. Like, he did not have a big presence in that one. And this is the big issue around what we were really wanting to see out of that Blink Dagger from him, right? Like, he has that, 100% they get the kill very easily onto the sniper, but he just never had the tools to be able to do so.
He's close to Hex early, so it's going to be a pretty good timing around the second Roche of the game. So
yes, Gun's going Nullifier as well. So really wants to be able to cancel out that Decrep 4-staff, Glimmer Cape potential. Feels pretty solid to me. I mean, it's 3 4-staffs that you're going to get rid of off the back of this.
A lot of value. Lot of value. You got a DD inside the bottle as well, so he is ready to go. Is this Nullifier actually completed?
Yeah,
looks like it is.
Yeah, he sold his Wraith Band to have the money for it, and they're setting up on the top side of the map very correctly as well. They know that if Roche is up, which they're always going to be the one with a bit of advanced information about that because they've got the Beastmaster, because they've got the clockwork for that rocket flare vision. You know, it's just a simple matter of keeping that middle lane safe, and then they can just look to continue to play around the top side. Hopefully Dom doesn't stay too far away from the rest of his team. You can even see Dyer going for the scan. They don't have that luxury of being able to be provided with that vision. And the Disillusions nearly took out their tier 2 tower top as well, which would have been huge.
Double Hex is a huge item spike for Radiant. See what they can do with it. I'm Stark super close to Lincoln's. Fortunately, that would be vital for the upcoming fight. They do have the nighttime advantage, so they'll get a glimpse of Summer.
Ooh,
looks like fine. This time off the mark, and now Marblu with the charge in. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana for this fight. Meanwhile, still Ukyo is wanting to poke and prod, get some essence, back out, maybe force a big round of spells, but they couldn't even get the kill into the Void Spirit. And 2-4 stuff gets gone out of danger. Marblu though commits, and he doesn't have the capability like the Slark to get out of, but the Remnant just off the mark though. Marblu will duck on a low ground underneath the Roar. He's gonna run out of vision, Marblu, and he does. There's one, and there's the Roar. He's gonna buy back at least. He'll probably need to use it if they want to contest Roche.
But they've got all the vision that they could possibly hope for. They've got the watch. They do.
Ooh, good blink away, but it's not gonna matter because DQQ get the hook. Look at the sniper damage. So Butterfly Effect is in some danger now. Gone close to distance. Might end up going down. Butterfly Effect stays alive long enough. And with the boys, he's got his bodyguards in the middle. Means Butterfly Effect should freely be able to right-click on the outside, getting a lot of damage onto Garn. The False Promise will give him some moments of peace. Meanwhile, Summer's just running down the sniper. Gets him ready for the Hex. The banishment. No way. Back to the left though. Ukyo is able to get him. Still, Sniper goes down to 1-for-1. DQQ sniped him with the flare. They see Ukyo as well under the creep wave, so he's not farming. Got the ward as well. Hooks.
Oh, the creep. Look at him. He's smacking that creep in the back saying, how dare you ruin my huge play. He was able to time that rocket flare to perfection. Yeah, it'll be pretty easy Roche for them to be able to pick up. DQQ, man. Second most damage in that fight, and I'm not even just talking on his team. Yeah. Costs him a buyback, but this is the power of the clockwork. Even when they are making this sort of play, you can just shove out other lanes by casting that rocket flare. Just gonna throw one bottom, gonna throw one mid. Thank you very much. You get off at least 4 casts of it. Even just showing a little bit of information about the lane. They see that Ukyo is coming forward. If they wanted to set up, they could, but Roche is low enough that they're going to be able to just claim it completely for free. All right, Gun's level 20, and he went the outer to assimilate. Oh,
Ukyo. Super aggressive, feasting onto Summer's body.
He's caught.
But they got a glimpse off the right side. Meanwhile, the Hex sets up for the Roar as well. They're going to have the damage before the Shadow Dance. He gets it off at the last second, but can he escape? They're trying to surround him. Bounce to the north, another one available. It's given time for the boys to rotate, and they're coming quick and hard. Marblu charge in, but that'll be all. This operation, get the Slark out of danger.
even that tiny bit of the Force Staff ended up saving the Spirit Breaker, not getting caught with that Aether Remnant. Where'd he go? No, he still hasn't... no, never mind. He went the Resonant Pulse damage instead of the True Sight. Wouldn't have hated that, honestly, going up against this this Spirit Breaker and the Sniper combination with their Invis. Even Slark could potentially look to go some invisibility off the back of everything else. Nearly level 25, by the way. Maybe just banking on Clockwork level 20 eventually, being able to get them into that state where they don't really need to worry about a gem or anything like that. Just throw out the overclock rocket flares into these team fights.
Silly suggestion, because they just bought a gem.
He's not level 20 yet.
Okay, sure.
That's what I thought. We're getting
like
more Invis coming through on the Medusa. Silver Edge instead of a Blink Dagger. Not a huge fan. Maybe, okay. Nah, I guess the Blink offers you the exact same thing, right? Like, I was thinking maybe it allows you to, like, get that surprise jump onto the Slark, but yeah, Blink does that too, plus allows you to actually connect through onto any sort of setup that the Clockwork Beastmaster Void Spirit provides you.
This is... Butterfly Effect is now going to be slapping with this MKB.
Mm-hmm.
This is really the...
Gotta make sure it doesn't die, though.
That is true. Gotta make sure he doesn't die first. This is a huge increase in his damage, though. We've seen the Butterfly has been a big issue for him to address so far.
Well, his Butterfly Effect, he can address it.
The name doesn't do it alone. He needs an item, and they also kind of need Marblue, which they will not have. And they won't... Well, they will need to use the roll. That's a dieback.
Yep. And they should know this.
Should indeed. How long they got? 2 minutes of the ages to work with. Cheese on the Beastmaster. I think they got a glimpse of Butterfly Effect out of the lane as well. It's going to TP back to base, though.
There really isn't a reason for them to go anywhere else but mid, surely. Maybe they think they can get 2 lanes if they just push in this bottom side, considering how pushed in it is. I don't know if the Torment is going to give them any sort of value if they were to steal that one away. But I mean, it's a 6v4, man. You got to make the go attempt when you can. Maybe just wanting to wait for the Primal Roar to be off cooldown as well.
Bottoms is also a safer location to push than mid. That's... I'm reaching. I don't know. I thought you'd walk it down as well, knowing it's a dieback, but... We'll see if they've got a minute. They're going to be able to get the Tormentor, though, so... Either Clockwork or Beast.
No.
Am I? Wrong person. How did I...
Oracle already had it.
Gone. Yeah. I looked gone already, too, so... All right. I'm a big fan of...
I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of them, like, smoking here without any sort of attempt onto the high ground, right? We know that it's difficult for them to contest into a sniper high ground, but you're really not going to have many better options to be able to do it when... Oh, they're going to be able to find out that silencer, just sending the rocket flares across the map, but it also kind of reveals their own positioning.
Who? Silencer?
Did I say silencer?
Is there a silencer in this game?
DQQ is sure throwing rocket flares across the map, and they also didn't pick up the Wisdom Rune, so Dusa could have been level 25 prior to that.
That's big talent. Very, very big talent.
No one's even claimed it on iG.Vitality. I mean, you get that extra attack range on the sniper.
Look at Summer. Oh, just slithering through. Catches the Shadow Demon out of the tree line. Alright.
Surely.
Spells? Okay. Alright, they'll bring him down. Meanwhile, Ukyo, though, I'm going to catch out the gun. They'll force out an early use of the False Promise. Marvel's going to charge in the middle as well. But where is the sniper? Where is the team? They need the boys, and they're not there. iG.Vitality trying to make too much happen across the map. No sniper, though. No Pugner as well. And now this could be the opening, an even better one than what they had prior.
I mean, if I'm someone on their team, I'm probably the big talking point is like, why are we not fighting on our high ground? You know, the Aegis had about 30 seconds left on it, and we're taking this fight on low ground without the benefit of having this sniper with that extra little bit of extra farm. And I mean, even now, Butterfly Effect, he needs his cause to be able to take the tension away from him. He's not going to have that. So even without the Aegis, they're able to just walk on in.
Jesus.
Beep. Any hook shotters in the chat?
Too far. Force up instantly nullified. Does he have a buyback? He doesn't. Oh no, that is game?
Should be.
They don't know. They'll find out very shortly. He doesn't have a buyback though. And they'll get the Shadow Demon. You step up too far, boy, you will be put in the grave. Holy Grail. Not only do they have gun and dome, they got a clockwork as well to be able to jump, who's just sending rockets from the base. And then
Rockets within True Sight as well. That's what I thought.
look at the respect.
I mean, it's a lot of respect, but they don't have tier 2 top, right? So there wasn't even a way for them to be able to claim it if they wanted
didn't get
to.
the full set.
Okay, well, it's just ranged. It's fine.
Honey, brother.
They don't need money. They're rich. Look at Gun.
Yep.
He's even almost ahead of the sniper at this point.
They're balling. They are balling. What do you even do? Well, it's just the multiple heroes that can jump on Holy Grail is completely disrupting the formation. Like, we never see Spirit Breakers in the middle. He's often charging from across the map, playing away from the team. Slark is always in first to feast, but then you've got 3 other heroes that want to play the backline. What needs to occur differently for iG.Vitality?
I think they just need this this Lincoln Sphere up on Marblu. Like, he is getting nullified at the start of almost every single team fight, and his effectiveness really just goes away as a result of it. They're going to make a play together, but I mean, they don't have this next big item, and once again, they're not going to be fighting around the high ground. So, you know, maybe just feeling like they've got decent enough vision to be able to make a fight.
Able to pop the smoke and plays accordingly. Jumps to the right because they see the Shadow Demon. Great reaction. So both supports out of danger. This could be a good opening. Marblu onto the north is able to catch up with the Oracle. They're wasting so much time. DQQ proving to be such an issue. And there's just no one else here now. They took too long. Marblu will try and waste some time, but the Raw is going to quickly follow. Dome will shut down that escape attempt. What looked
great. Right there. They don't need to go hunting for more. Oh, SJ.
Might be in some danger. So it's a depth shot to play with Onokyo. Do they want to chase him down though?
They really don't need to.
There we go. Pops the Lincolns. Is there any more control? Where's the Void Spirit? Nah, they're going to leave him.
They could just keep this push going. I mean, the downside is that with that, they had a pretty juicy creep wave the Butterfly Effect was able to completely deal with, but they're still going to feel confident enough to put Summer up here with no Pugner to have to deal with no Spirit Breaker charging in to make space for them.
All right, Ukyo. He'll get started though. Name of the game for the Slark is try and just in and out, feast as much as you can, and play your life.
Oof.
We'll just get some separation, but that is really, you got to play the knife's edge here for the Slark. Try and force some reactions. Them stop hitting the buildings, get a little bit of essence.
Dusa is a farmy G at this point. You know, she's just going to be able to pick up a full Aghanim's Blessing if she wants to. Looks like it might be a refresher shot in refresher orb, excuse me.
There's the Lincoln's pop. They should have the Raw to follow up as well, but the supports will do nothing. And now it reveals Butterfly Effect's location, and like a beacon, they will beeline it to him, just tunnel visioning for wherever the sniper is, because they know if they kill him, that'll be game. We'll get back inside the base
as well, right? Remember, these rocket flares, they have true sight, so he's just layering them out all throughout the Dire base right now. Silver Edge, not going to matter.
Man, great blink. Soon to be mega, so a pesky last barracks down bottom. Even just a diffusal blade for Butterfly Effect. He knows this could potentially be the last fight, just wanting a cost-effective item to give him as much damage as he can possibly get.
But Summer just hasn't been contested at all. You know, 10, 0, 14, top of the net worth charts, never really felt in any significant danger of dying. Marblu, I think, was just sending his courier to be able to maybe get towards the shop.
Oh, DQQ, take a bow. What a clockwork performance. Every single fight, it's felt like DQQ has gotten the important target on iG.Vitality's hook shots have been exceptional. The gameplay from Holy Grail has been...